before we get to maybe some of your favourite gigs that you've ever done, would you recount us maybe some of the crappier ones that you've had to do along the way? Because, you know, they're there for everyone.
Well, I mean, I have done some pretty bad ones. I remember once I was in, and I won't say the name of the place, but I did do a gig, and it was somewhere in Dublin. And I remember when I told people where the gig was on, everyone's like, "Are you sure there's a comedy club there?" I was like, "Yeah, no, 100%. And I rocked up, and it was so funny because I remember the audience consisted of like 5 people. And there were literally, I think there were like 12 security guards in this venue. So straight away, this is what we would call, Cormac, a red flag.
Yeah.
And there was actually a physical brawl. Now, I used to do this terrible, I mean, I look back now and I'm like, the material was pretty horrendous. But there was this awful brawl. I can remember a couple of minutes into my set, like an actual fisticuffs in kind of the other bar. So I could see this happening, and the MC was like, go on, it's fine. Everyone's here for comedy. And I was like, this is really distracting. And then the brawl actually kind of spilled over into the room that we were in. And I can just remember the saddest part was this man stood up and said, "Let her tell her joke." And I was like, oh. And then, so like, your man is being physically removed. And I was like, so anyway, and it was just, it was grim. It was pretty bad. I think that's the worst moment, when somebody says, "Let her tell her joke." You're like,
to a group of lads punching the head off each other in the bar.
Yeah, and then like I've had so many. I got booked for this thing I remember down in the Midlands, and it was actually, I'm not quite sure. My Facebook page must have been really misleading because I arrived and it was essentially a spoken word event, but I think the theme was like, basically it was something to do with like, you know, past traumas or something, because it just, the subject matter was so heavy.
Right.
And I was there and I was like, okay, they know I'm a comedian, so I had to just say to the guy who was running it, and a lovely fella, and I was like, just to say, I'm actually doing comedy. And he was like, oh no, like, so they thought I was like a spoken word artist, which doesn't say much about my comedy. If people thought, oh, she's obviously a spoken word. So this girl got up and she did this amazing poem. Like, we were all like, I mean, fighting back the tears, like talking about, like, you know, things that she had overcome in her childhood, etc. And then the guy got up on the stage. It was this tiny little stage, and she came down, and I was like, wow, like, amazing, I have no words. And then the guy was like, okay, now for a bit of comedy. Oh. And I was like, oh. That was another one. Also, I remember in Vicar Street, when one of the times I was sporting Tommy. Now, I have to say, all the audiences were fab, absolutely fantastic. But there was just one singular instance where I think I don't remember which day it was, but I literally just done like my first joke, and it got a big laugh. And then there was like, you know, there's always that slight pause before you go on to the next joke.
Yeah.
And within that pause, someone from the balcony, obviously, you know, Vicar Street, but somebody from the balcony shouted down. So, like, it was within the pause, but just after the laughter had stopped, so, like, everyone heard it. It was crystal clear. Someone shouted down from the balcony, "Slut." And it was just awful. So everyone in the audience just, like, really...
What did they shout down?
In huge shock. Yeah, this was from the balcony. This guy just shouted it down.
But what did he shout down? Blush or bluff?
He shouted down "slut."
Oh, sorry, slut. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I know, really weird.
Whoa.
But the worst part was, it was one of those moments, it was kind of like, you know, if your parents come to see you in the school play and you set a line or you trip over and you're fine with it, but you look out and you see their heartbroken little faces for you. So I looked out and the audience were just so, like, I think people were just really shocked. So then I just, you know, said something, made some little quip, but I was a little bit taken aback because I hadn't been expecting, because obviously in Vicar Street they're just always so sound, like it's just the best place to get.
Yeah, and you think, you know, you're paying whatever amount of money for a ticket to go see someone you want to see, you think you're going to be there to enjoy it or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like people who are there to have a good time. Yeah. Exactly. Like, and they're there for comedy, and they're great. I mean, they're just fantastic audiences.